Hey guys. So today's upload is going to be a little bit different from what it regularly is. I thought you guys might enjoy this. I've been asked many, many times if I would commentate some of my own games. Now, obviously, that won't work. I know what's happened in my own games, but I did just play in BSL in the round of 16. And so I decided to go over and heavily analyze my round of 16 group. So that's what this video is. I hope that you enjoy. Uh, yeah, so here it is. Yeah. So, BSL, I got back in and played in the round of 16. My group was me against Terror first, best of 3, starting on Dragon's Lair. And then Striker and SPX on the other side, right? Top 2 get out. So, I've played Terror a lot of times. Like many, many times, of course, over the years. And so the thing is, I do almost the exact same thing every game, as anyone who watches my stream well knows. Like, I practice pretty standard, pretty normal stuff to try to increase my base skill. This is well known. And so, for instance, like against Terror, I've played him recently. The metagame has shifted a little bit towards, well, not a little bit, but a lot of it. It's shifted towards gases expands and command center first in Terran versus Terran. And I thought about that, and I thought about the first map, which was Dragon's Lair, and which is a 2-player map that was like made from fans and stuff. And so I was like, okay, well, let's take a look at what Terror knows about me, okay? Because again, we've played a lot of times, and I'm never on a Smurf ID and shit. Like, I use like Valks or whatever, the Artosis. And if I'm on an ID that I think my opponent might not know, I tell them, right? So against Terror, I have never gone command center first, 0 times. I have never gone gaseous expand. That's again 0 times. And in fact, I've never gone forward barracks on the map. Again, 0 times. I have only done factory expand against him ever. In fact, if you look at those 3 things, forward barracks, gaseous expansion, and CC first, I do that less than 5% of my games of Terran vs. Terran on the ladder. And pretty much everyone knows that. So before I played Terror that morning, you can see here in my replay folder, Dan against Valari Tribe, Dan against Venatir Tribe, Omega Squadron, Era Tribe, and Terror. And you'll see that the game against Terror is about as long as the games against the computer. Now, what I decided to do was to do a forward racks. So I went into single player on my PC, and I just timed out. I did 4 different timings to figure out which one I wanted to do. Just SCV leaving my base at different times, and I checked the entire map for where I wanted to put the barracks. I checked scout paths because I was like, yeah, we'll prep for this game 1, and it'll be a nice mix up, a little bit of pressure build for me because I don't normally do that. And as I said, I've never done anything ever against Terror where my barracks isn't in my main base, where it's not a factory expansion. I've literally never done it. So I prepped all that. And then when I played Terror, he went for proxy 7 racks. So for those of you unaware, proxy 7 racks, see this? Proxy 7 racks, its win percentage against factory expansion is very close to 0%. Very, very close to 0%. Its win percentage against CC first is probably very close to 100%. Its win percentage against gaseous expansion is probably pretty damn high. And its win percentage against forward barracks, it would be really high. So I prepped for this thing that I never do ever and have never done against Terror. And he blind hard countered it. So I was pretty tilted when this happened. I was pretty tilted. I honestly, like, it's a tournament, so okay, I said GG and everything, but like, I don't know how, knowing me as a player and having played me this many times, he could possibly make this decision. I don't know how you could ever make this decision, because the win rate of this against me, if you look at my games on the whole, this win rate against me would be like less than 1%. But it just happened to do it this game. So I was pretty tilted. I was pretty tilted by that. All right, so then we went into game 2, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? That would be like a silly thing for him to do again. And it would be weird to see me do that again after I just lost with that, right? So I was like, I'm going to do a forward racks again. Okay. Okay, so here's my forward racks. Here's his forward racks. Okay. So he came from here, went here, and I came from here, went here. Okay. Nothing too weird. Forward racks is pretty popular right now. Watch this. So the Marine started to come up to scout the other main, which is normal, right? So his SCV went this way, and he sent his Marine up, and he saw my barracks, and then he brought it back. So I saw his Marine come up and attack, so I'm like, okay. So I stand under the tree because you get, that's like high ground, basically. And I'm like, okay. So I'll make an extra depot at home, and I'll go 3 Marines. And I'm like, that sounds about right, because the 3 Marines will be good, and then I'll have a Vulture, and I'll probably make 2 to 3 Vultures and expand, and I should be safe against everything. So watch this. So there's my 3 Marines, and he made 4 Marines. So, as you might imagine, 4 Marines beats 3 Marines. So my Rax is already floating. I can't even engage his Marines with my Marines. He has 1 more Marine, and our Vultures are coming out at the same time, right? Like, all right, his Vulture's a little bit quicker. He has right spawn mineral patches. Those mine quicker than left spawn. So yeah, his is like a few seconds faster, but he made 4 Marines when I had 3 Marines, which I was like, I can't believe this. That he made exactly 1 more Marines, because yeah, if I have 5 Marines, I'm way ahead, right? If you have 1 more Marine, you're way ahead. It's just like if you make 4 Vultures and your opponent made 3, you're in really good shape. If you have 1 more Muta, if you have 1 more Zergling, if you have 1 more of the same unit, you crush. So I was a bit frustrated by that, and he killed my barracks right off, and I started second guessing myself, and I didn't play this game well. And that was unfortunate. So he went up 2-0. And I was really angry for about an hour and a half. That was a little bit tough. All right. Yeah. So then we played SPX. So anyways, by the way, just to make it clear for people, I do not think that Terror was cheating. I know he does not cheat. I think he did get lucky to a degree that is so completely absurd. Not necessarily in the second game. He probably plays games that look like the second game so much more than me. Maybe he just knows that you're supposed to go 4 Marines there. That could be. That could easily be a meta that evolved for forward racks versus forward racks. Since I never do forward racks, I don't know. I just kind of came up with the idea of 3. But the fact that he went proxy 7 racks when that's success rate against me will be less than 1%. I was like, I can't believe this. It's like it's like a free win for literally the wrong reason. It should be the opposite. It should be a free win for me. So I was, yeah, that tilted me. I was really angry, but luckily it took hours to get back to me when I played SPX. So anyways, versus SPX. Okay, so this is SPX. This is me down here. So I decided, like, what I came up with in this time, because I wanted to do a lot of forward racks today. I decided, you know what? This is silly because no one even plays the meta in BSL. This is really silly. I should just play standard because my macro is better than these guys. Like, especially when I was watching SPX play against Striker, I was like, oh, I'm just better mechanically than Terror and Striker. I mean, not Striker. Striker's mechanically godly. But I'm just mechanically better than SPX and Terror. So I'm like, I'm just going to play my normal game. It's going to be fine. So anyways, I get up here, I scout. I see that nothing's there. And I was like, all right, well, this is tricky. Oh, by the way, this was kind of funny as well. Okay, hold on. Let's back this up. Need something, bud? Okay, so anyways, I do want to show this part. This is kind of funny. All right, so he has 2 Marines on the ramp. 1 miss, 2 miss, 3 miss. Doesn't shoot. You're supposed to miss 50% of the time, but that's okay. 3 misses there. I do nothing to the Marines. Oh, boy. But I got the Vulture away at least. The funny thing is, I was looking at this, and I did a defensive build because he's up the ramp. But I was thinking about it, and I did the defensive build, but I was like, I bet you this is a command center on high ground. It, like, popped in my mind. I'm like, this looks to me like he's just trying to make me counter cheese, which is exactly what he did here. Which did get him ahead. Like, this is, well, in a way it got him ahead. You'll see how it got him ahead in a moment. But, like, you can see my second factory is going to be a lot later. So if you're getting cheesed and you don't know what it is in TVT, making a bunker, going tank, armory, second factory is, it blocks the most things. There's all sorts of things that can block various builds, but there's a lot of rock, paper, scissors in blocking one base TVT builds. It's very, very, very RPS. Like, if you do the wrong one, you lose. This is probably the only one that can beat everything with okay percentages. Not, like, the thing is, there's ones where, like, if you gave me a one base TVT all in, I could tell you, oh, this beats it 90%, right? And this loses 90% against it. But this one is, like, pretty sturdy, and I was like, that's fine. We'll just do the sturdy one. I'll try to outplay him in the longer game. So anyways, he got the second factory up a little bit quicker. He kind of had more information as to what was going on than I did. I got some decent scouting still with that Rax. I saw the tanks coming down, and my Rax was a little bit late getting back because I knew he was going to siege here. He's already laid a few mines. He's trying to siege. I luckily sieged in time, but he actually did end up blowing up 3 tanks, only losing like 1. So this was kind of frustrating, right? Because he was like just trying to hide information, and then he moves down with mass siege tanks, and it's like, yeah, my second factory's late. That sucks. But like, I fight against it reasonably well. I get a Wraith and everything. Yeah, I kind of push everything back. But he played well during this time. I dropped... Now, this is the part that screwed me up. Because I dropped these tanks, and I saw the starports with my eyes. Okay? My eyes saw the starports. My brain didn't register the starports. This happens sometimes, and I don't know why. But, like, I think this just... I got thrown off because, like, he expanded... So, he made his CC on high ground, and then he quickly ran up and sieged a bunch of tanks. And I railed him. And during that time, he took another command center, and went 2-port Wraith. So he's like basically doing like a bunch of kind of risky things right in a row. And I think I just could not put that all together in my head. Because look here, right? Like I did really good blocking there with the vultures to slow the tanks down and kill them. So I'm killing everything here. And it's like, okay, I siege these. I'm like, I'm going to win. This is easy. This is so easy from here. And then the Wraiths fly out and I'm like, oh yeah, I saw the starports, but my brain didn't register this. And I was like, oh my God. So I take this game that from here, this would normally be a very easy win if these Wraiths weren't here. But these Wraiths are here. So I screwed that up pretty badly. The game still becomes a pretty good fight. The Wraiths are just like a problem for me consistently in this game. So I tried to expand here just because I'm like trying to do anything I can. Trying to spend money and get something done. I attack moved them up here, but they went the wrong way that I didn't want them to go. But then I get this base, which is nice. Oh yeah, but he dropped up here. That was so painful. I tried to rebuild turrets. He dropped again. It's like, oh my God, man. Then as I clear that, he brings all this here. It's like just a bit too much damage because like I basically killed all this stuff that's out in the map for the most part. I'll get this too before it gets mining. But like he's dealing enough damage that I'm not just going to free win the game. Anyways, so I lost that game. It was too much. Yeah, really caught me off guard. But like even after I lost this game, I was like, that's fine. I can win this still. I wasn't too shaken because like I screwed up a bit, but so then I just chose super vanilla 4-player map. I figured Octagon would be a better map for me than him. Just the way the bases are spread and stuff. Because SPX likes to take like bases out on the map in like random locations a lot. He's kind of sneaky the way he plays. So I was like, it's hard to sneak something on Octagon. The layout is such a way that like vultures can punish everything basically. So just speed this up. This is me. This is him. I'll unpause donos in a minute, guys. Sorry. Molluskio, you the man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so anyways, a little, not really anything happening here. Vulture versus Vulture opener. Yeah, I was like here aiming for not getting contained with vultures. I know that SPX generally plays a more defensive Vulture opening. He likes Vulture mine openers, but he likes them off 3-fact. Again, I've played all these guys a million times, and they played me a million times. So, like, I'm very aware of everyone's style. That's one of the reasons I get really frustrated when people like Julia or Gosu Dark are smurfing and trying to get the upper hand, because it's like, no, you know how I play, and I know how you play, right? I know that this is, like, his favorite opener in TBT is generally 3 factory vultures with mines, pretty defensive into bases. So, anyways, I went slower, 3rd factory, which is fine. As long as you're producing consistently, you'll be okay with this. Just lay a bunch of my own mines. I didn't even know he had mines there until that happened. So he goes into 3 factories. I actually haven't watched this yet, so this is kind of surprising to me. This year, I just laid the 3 mines in a row to just kind of like slow down him expanding here. I don't care if he expands here. Mineral bases are like pretty trash as your 3rd base in TBT. Not that I don't take them all the time, I do. Oh, here, by the way, I accidentally... See this? I've started 2 command centers at similar times. My mind was not in perfect shape. So anyways, I was putting mines down here because I'm like, I need to make sure I don't get pushed here. I've had that happen in TVT before. It's kind of like a cheesy type of thing. So I blocked this weird push. And as soon as I block this, I'm like, all right, this game is not going to be hard from here, because not only did I block tanks, and he has a ton of tanks right here, which is a worthless position, pretty much. You can never break this, ever. But I have mines here, and I have a vulture up here, and I have a vulture down here. So it's like, I know he doesn't have a base, or any base that I care about, at least. So anyways, I was feeling pretty good about that. I started a command center here for down here. This one I should have just floated down there. Well, I guess I end up doing it, but I have an extra CC, which is silly. And here's the problem with how he's playing. See these tanks? Like, I'm so happy that he's doing this, because it allows me to destroy the center. It's like I can just defend infinity units here with my rally and a few tanks that are sieged. So I just have to mass up and just push through center, and I'll kill everything. And you might look here, oh, Artosis, he has way more supply than you. That's like vultures only. Like, my siege tank count's going to be great. So yeah, he's starting to move his own vultures around. Block that. This CC doesn't really end up doing much for me. I actually forget about it a couple times, eventually send it there and forget about it there as well. Just sending my own vultures around a little bit, making sure that it's going to be hard for him to take another base. And like, look, so I made this Wraith to push this back, and like also to spot the tanks so that I could break here. Because like, if he's keeping 5 tanks here, I should be able to break center. Should not be hard. And look at this, especially like he's trying to do too much here. He's trying to contain and hold this side and attack here. And it's like, no, that's too much, man. So I just push through. Yeah, from here, there's not too much left. It's like I just kind of close it out, send an army here, attack in, that's it. All right, in my back pocket was if we played Sylphid, because I think Sylphid's a good map for SPX and Terror against me, because Sylphid being a 3-player map and the way that you can do kind of cheesy drops while being aggressive on your pushes favors their styles over mine, because Terror's kind of cheesy, weird player, and then SPX is kind of a sneaky macro player, if I could describe them in such a way. So I had already decided if I played Sylphid, I would just do the 2-factory tank vulture push that destroyed the ladder like a year ago. It's still a pretty good build, but I can execute it pretty well. I've practiced it a little bit. Everything good. So I just basically do that here. It's pretty straightforward. So he you see I have the 2 Marines set up. So like if he tries to run past this Marine catches him and he can't go in still. So he did not push to scout. And you can see he's just producing vultures. And when they're doing that, if you execute this correctly, this wins. Like, huge percentage of the time. He didn't do enough diligence in his scouting. Like, his scout's just coming back now. But look at this. He's got 1, 2, 3rd vulture on the way. Realistically here, to hold this build, in my opinion, you need to stop and make your add-on after 1 or 2 vultures maximum. I actually don't know when he gets his add-on. We'll see. Oh, and he keeps going. He keeps making them. So he might have thought here that I was going to go for 2-factory vulture in a Goliath or something like that. Yeah, he's making an armory. So that might be what he thought. Maybe he thinks I'm going tank Wraith. I don't know. But this build, like I said, there's a lot of rock, paper, scissors in early openers, like in 1 base all-ins. This build crushes this if you execute it correctly. And the thing is, he tried his best to get the right move. So first off, I saw these start to walk around, so I kept these 2 units at home for a moment to try to catch them. And then I saw these up here, and then I brought these up. And the thing is, what he wants me to do here is he wants me to go up and commit to the push so that he can bring SCVs and whatever vultures from this side and these units from this side and just flank it and kill it. You just don't let that happen. You can play. You have to basically slow this down, play this a bit slower. When I see he has this many vultures, I know his add-on's so late. There's 0% chance he'll have siege ready, so it doesn't matter. See, so we're poking. Wait for my next tank. Poke, poke, poke. Get another marine, and then we can go. Siege pretty far away. Spread out pretty well. He gets the marines, which is a good idea, because if you get marines in the bunker, it's even worse. And I already have my own Goliaths coming, because I didn't know if he was going Wraith or not. I think Goliaths are a fine follow-up with this build. So yeah, pretty straightforward. All right, Jane Doe against Terror. Jane Doe's a weird map, TBT. I haven't spent a lot of time playing it or too much time thinking about it. One thing that really impressed me was when I watched, well, when I played Sterling in a tournament a long time ago on that island map from last ASL season. I had gone for like a Wraith build on that map because I thought that would be strong, and he had gone like mines into Goliath and quick third base, and I like the more I thought about it, I was like, there's some intelligence in this build. So like I've tried similar builds to that on Jane Doe because it's kind of a similar map in some ways, like with how greedy you can get. So I kind of went for that, and it was really kind of weird actually. Like he went factory expansion, which is already kind of weird. Catches my racks, so that kind of sucks, but what can you do? So like you can see I'm at a huge SCV advantage, and I'm taking my third base super fast. So like realistically, should I have taken my third base this fast? I think it actually would have been fine still. But I do this wrong. I play this whole thing wrong, right? So my vultures were up here. I laid some mines. He actually diffused every mine. He scanned really well. He figured out where they were at. And I brought this up, and I had this idea about zoning with these tanks. So watch what I do. It's fucking so stupid. So I was like, yeah, I'll just zone out this area. He won't know to go through here, but his fucking barracks is there. Of course he's going to know. I don't know if I thought that these were going to hit things coming out, but like he just simply walks through here. Like I have enough units to hold on against this. Totally enough units if I just siege here. So why am I there? I don't know. I don't know. There's something wrong with my brain. I would, like, if I was commentating this game from a pro gamer, I would see very clearly and easily that that's not the move. Anyways, I macroed up as hard as I could, as quickly as I could from there. And you can see my supply is actually getting ahead of his still, just slightly. And I wasn't sure what he was going to do from here, so I was throwing down some missile turrets, throwing down some mines. I know he likes dropships, but he actually just went Wraiths. So... and I just didn't make enough Goliaths. So see this? I'm like, okay, well, I guess we'll start pushing and see what happens. And then fucking 48 Wraiths fly over and kill me. So that was, I was like, okay, well, it's Jane Doe. What can you do? I chose Attitude. Just a comfortable map. So my final game here in BSL. So here's Terror down here. Here I am up there. So I wanted to just play this pretty standard. So, you know, this is my most standard build here. Yeah. So that's actually really funny. Let me just jump back to show that again. Okay, so I was wondering what he's doing. So watch what I do with these vultures, okay? I started to bring them out, and I wrote myself a note after I lost a Terror, and I calmed down after an hour and a half or whatever, that in the rest of my matches to just trust what I felt in the game instead of trying to make plans for shit, because every time I make plans, they fucking hard counter them somehow. And so I sent these out, and I went around the racks. He did not see these, but then I decided right there to turn them around. And the funny thing is, he had already sent these around. And if I hadn't sent those back, these two vultures might have fucked me up a little bit. Instead, I get the kills on them. So I get some free volts there. Go down. Okay. Lay the mines. Okay, we see the Wraith. Okay. Now, I got really thrown off by how he played this. Like, I have the Goliaths, so the Wraiths don't really deal damage. Like, I'm up in SCVs here. I got 3 factories going. Like, everything seems fine. And in fact, the funny thing is, this way that he's playing is like a little bit goofy. If you just block the drop ships, and this is what I was thinking. Like, I was like, I just have to, because I'm like scanning a ton. You hear a ton of scans in the background. I'm scanning a ton, and I recognize pretty quickly that he's going drop ships, and he took this as his third. So if you went Wraiths, and you took a mineral-only third, and you're going drop ships, you actually just can't do everything. Like, you're not going to have +2 with any good speed. You're not going to have enough tanks. You're not going to have enough Goliaths. It's going to be all about the mobility of your army. That's literally it. So the only thing in my head was stop the drops. Stop the fucking drops. So what do? I made 2 starports. Now, those of you who watch me play all the time on my stream know that I am the worst Wraith user basically in the whole world. I'm just not good at Wraiths. I don't like them. They're stupid. But in theory, they should probably block drops. Right? So, let's take a look here. This gets really funny in a second. So here's his drop ships, right? He's loading up. Okay, loads up. Deadly drop. This is a little bit of an all-in drop here. He doesn't have a lot of gas to play with. Like, this needs to do something. I'm up in workers. Everything's looking good for me. Okay, his drops are here. And look at this. I have all these mines. I have the turrets, the Goliath. I have the siege tank, right? So I'm like, yeah, I'll block drops. You look over here. I've got 2 tanks. I've got multiple turrets. I've got Goliaths. And where'd I put my Wraiths? I don't know. I guess they're just coming out soon. I could have sworn I had a couple Wraiths at this point. Anyways, I have my army just starting to come out because I'm like, well, I should start to like contain him or something. So he scans here. You can see that scan. Oh. No. Okay. And then he just drops right there where I have no drop defense. Ugh. Ugh. Incredibly painful. So I clear it, but we go from me being 10 SCVs ahead to him being, some amount of SCVs ahead. And yeah, the game this game, after that drop does something, is really in Terror's like kind of territory. By the way, I have these Wraiths. They're not doing anything. He's like just dropping another location. It's dirty every time I clean it up. You can see I'm behind on SCVs again, but I do okay replenishing them some. Slowing this base. I'm trying to make something come back. And I'll show you the most infuriating thing. Because like I'm still fighting well. There are good things about what I've done here. Like, he's still on +1. We're at 17 minutes. I'm on +2, +1. Okay, I have a 4th here. There were so many mines over here. I sent so many units through here, and it was so painful. Anyways, like, I'm getting ready to expand here. Like, I'm still in the game. I'm still technically in the game here. Okay? And I have decided at this point that I'm an idiot for trying to make Wraiths, so I start making drop ships off of my 2 starports. Now watch this, okay? So I come over here, And I bust up this base. Okay, so you're not going to be mining there. Great. I deny a base. Pull some units back. Bring some SCVs up. Whatever. Watch, you'll see. Comes over here to push me. Okay, that's fine. Like, I bring units up to counter it. Okay. Stop that push. Okay, there's some battling going on. Here come my dropships. Okay. Now, I scan here. Okay. So I'm doing rapid fire scans on purpose so that he doesn't know where I'm going. So I scan here, scan here, scan here. And I made sure to scan near the starports to make it seem as if I'm checking this, right? Scans give away that you're going to drop. So either you can do them like last second or you can do them ahead of time, whatever. But like I'm trying to hide what's happening by just kind of scouting out various areas. So I'm like, okay, I scan these locations. So I think to myself, I'm like, okay, we can drop here and kill these two bases. But I think I want to try to win the game right now because he has no real defense here. And if you look at my vision of the map, right? So look at my vision. I have, and I even have a mine here. So if I fly my dropships over to here, the first time he'll see them is with this command center, which is way too late. So I'm like, okay, this is the most obvious place to drop. I double scanned here. We're going to go around this side because I have so much vision. He has so little. And I'm going to drop in here. And I'm going to fuck up his factories. It's going to be great. I'm going to fly the dropships out, and then I'm going to go down here. And we're going to play it like that. Okay, now watch this. All right, I load them up. Here we go. Ready? Ready? Here they go. Oh, he happens to drop 4 Goliaths exactly in the path of my dropships. Seconds before they go there. So, if you look at the VOD, you will see if the camera's on, if Zero had my camera on during the game, you will see me scream, fuck! Because this literally ruined the entirety of my plan. My dropships are out in the middle of fucking nowhere right now. The path where I had infinite vision. If he had dropped tanks there's no problem. I just fly over and he has a little bit longer to react. But Goliaths, I can't fly over Goliaths with these dropships. He'll kill 3 of them before I get over. So I'm like, fuck! And then I start to go around. I'm like, okay. And then I scan here. I'm like, well, that's a lot of anti-air. Shit. So I'll go down here, scan there. Oh my God, his whole army's right there. Already lost one. Go over here. I'm like, I don't even know what to do anymore. Break these tanks maybe? Oh, that's not gonna work. And that was my BSL day. So, Terror advances. Well played by him. I definitely could have played better. He definitely also got lucky, and he definitely also played well. All these things can occur at the same time. I like Terror a lot. He's a buddy. He's a strong player. He deserves a top 8. But this happened, I was pretty tilted from some of the things that happened to me in the series. But I feel like I learned a better way to approach games in BSL. So I think next season I'm looking at round of 8, round of 4 minimum. I feel really confident in that. I feel like I easily could have done that here as well when I'm looking at these games. It didn't work out this time, and I think I approached the way I was playing it incorrectly. So anyways, that's a review of my BSL games in the round of 16. Thank you to Zero for putting on the tournament and everything. And yeah, there you go.